the outside of the Lunar Clubman SE. If we first walk up to the hitch, you will see that this caravan has Alco trailer control. So when we hitch up to the tow vehicle, a green light will come on. It will either come on as a solid green light or a flashing green light. Both are perfectly fine. Usually, as a rule, when you drive off and drive about a couple of 100 yards, if you then stopped and got out of the car or 4x4, this green light here will have stopped flashing and gone to a solid green light. If you plug it in and you have a red light, there's a problem with the Alco ATC. First unplug yourself and plug yourself back in again, because sometimes that's all it needs. If not, you need to take your caravan to a dealer to have it looked at. If I now pop up the front gas locker, you will see that these vans come with Truma duo control. So that means we can have a pigtail this side and a pigtail this side, so we don't have to keep swapping the hoses onto new bottles. We literally turn to pick which bottle we want to use. In here we also have wheel brace, corner steady winding handle, mains lead, and Alco wheel lock. If we then move round, we have the flue for the Truma boiler. We do not need to do anything with these particular ones, just make sure nothing is obstructing it. We then come across to the water fill point. All we do with this particular Truma fill is get our submersible, drop it into the aqua roll, and then plug it in like so. These also come with an external shower point, which is here. Literally plug it in exactly the same as you do your submersible. Make sure the water pump is turned on inside, and then the hand shower will come under pressure. These Truma water fill points also come with the option of adding a carbon filter, so we can unscrew the cap and then pop in a filter. These last approximately, as you can see on here, and it does also show you on here, about 35 days. So when you put it in, you then mark it on the dial when it went in, and it will then tell you when it needs replacing. Next we have the battery locker. So there's your battery just sitting there, and then the mains hookup point, and directly underneath that we have the isolator key for the Power Touch motor mover. The key comes out like so. This does need to be inserted in place, twisted round and locked in for the motor mover to work. Then we have external satellite point just there. We then have the vents for the domestic fridge. The grey water outlets just here. So waste master underneath, and then hose dropped into it. We then have the cassette toilet Standard cassette, normal operation, and header tank fill above. So pop your pink solution in there and top the rest up with water. The drain for this is just tucked here, so to drain it down for winterization and for when you're towing. We then have access underneath the bed. The spare wheel is just held in the Alco carrier, just there. Just take out the pin, screw off the black cap and drop the cage to get to the spare wheel. We then have the weight plate just there, so it gives us the weight of the caravan and the maximum weight, so that includes the payload. It also gives you the wheel nut torque settings as well, just there. We then have the barbecue point. So the adapter is still attached to it at the moment, so we just need to cut off the cable tie to get to the adapter. On the ribbed end you attach the hose of the barbecue with a Jubilee clip, and then this part here then pops in where my finger is. Once it's locked in place, you can then turn the gas on, and to release it, just push on the collar, push it up, and it will pop back out again. We then have external locker just here, and the power touch motor mover just here.